Well, I won't back down.
And we will never back down.
No, I won't back down.
Tell you who else never backs down is humble Congressman Ted Poe, who joins us right now. Congressman, welcome back to Houston's Morning News. Great to have you with us.
Thank you, Matt.
We always like to have a little musical accompaniment
and that's
for you.
Good music, too.
I knew you'd like it. All right, tell me why the Customs Border Protection Agency at Customs wants to recircumnavigate the payroll. They want a whole new way of paying our border agents, which could actually cost them up to $7,000 in overtime, right?
That's correct. There have been budget cuts in the Department of Homeland Security, so what they're going to do when not making a very wise decision, they're going to cut the salaries of the very people who protect the border, the first responders. It's a national security issue. They're just as important, those Border Patrol agents, as our military in Afghanistan and Iraq. And so they're cutting the salaries of the wrong people.
Right.
They should cut the bureaucrats and the administrative costs up here in Washington, D.C. that don't do anything except move paper, rather than the people who are actually on the ground on the rugged terrain of the Texas-Mexico border.
No question about it, Congressman. And do you think that this is a way for this administration to send a signal to maybe the illegals that hey, listen, we're going to play nice with you at least through 2012 because we're going to need you on our side?
Well, there's certainly joy for those people who want to come in the United States illegally, especially the drug cartels who already outman us, outgun us, and outfinance our border patrol.
Well, we keep sending them guns, Congressman.
Oh, that's true.
I mean,
we sent them 2,000 guns, 1,400 of which we can't even account for. That's another issue with the ATF.
I mean, of course they're outgunning us. Congressman, thanks for joining us here this morning. Listen, I want you to hang on. The president suggested that what you're doing in Washington is tantamount to a three-ring circus. And I'm interested to hear how you respond to that. I'm interested to hear your thoughts and your responses to the president's speech last night, also to Speaker Boehner's, the antithesis, if you will, of the president's speech. We'll get back to humble Congressman Ted Poe here in just a second. Stay with us. Joining us, humble Congressman Ted Poe, a man who never minces his words. Welcome back, Congressman.
Thank you, Matt.
That's why I love to have you on. All right, don't hold back. I want to play something for you. Tell me what you think about this statement from the president last night.
They work all day long, many of them scraping by just to put food on the table. And when these Americans come home at night, bone-tired, and turn on the news, all they see is the same partisan three-ring circus here in Washington.
So, Congressman, are you a clown? Are you in the clown car? What role do you play in that three-ring circus? Do you play?
Well, that was the ringmaster that was just talking. It seems to me that the president started out. I'm not going to bore you with the details of the plan because he has no plan.
Right.
So, and then I just want to quote the president when he made the comment when he was a senator. The fact that we're here today to debate America's debt limit is a sign of leadership failure. That's when he was a senator talking about George Bush and voted against raising the debt ceiling. So the president has no plan except raise the debt ceiling, raise taxes, punish those who produce in America. That's people who work for a living. That's his plan.
And Congressman, to the president's point, there are a lot of us that feel that there is, and I'm not suggesting that you're part of this, but I mean, we look at it as a three-ring circus. Nobody can seem to come up with, with a plan. Nobody can agree on anything. Let me play this for you. This is Speaker Boehner's response to the president after the speech.
Unfortunately, the president would not take yes for an answer. Even when we thought we might be close on an agreement, the president's demands changed.
I'm curious as to how you feel about Boehner's plan. This would require kind of a dollar for dollar, if you will, cut the deficit. And I know that's kind of what Reid's talking about as well in the Senate. But my concern with Boehner's plan is it kind of gets put back into the laps of lawmakers, of politicians in a committee to come up with these cuts. How do you feel about that?
My preference would be that we actually have massive spending cuts that are more than trying to raise the debt limit, and it's for a longer period of time than till the end of the year. That's my own preference. Boehner's plan is a compromise. it will pass the House, I suspect. Reed's plan will pass the Senate. The question is going to be, will the other body pass the first body's plan? We don't know about that.
Right.
That will happen all this week, though.
And then it goes to committee, right? If you both have your plans, they go back and forth. We go to committee and we kind of decide on what's going to happen. Are we going to kick this can down the road for 6 more months and do this all over again?
Well, as I said, my preference is to get it resolved and not wait 6 months. But if that's the only thing that the Senate can do, I think that's the reason Speaker Boehner's proposing this. So the conference is going to debate all of this today, this morning, in fact, the Republican conference, and tweak this idea some more before we actually get a vote on it. But some resolution will be voted on tomorrow in the House, probably the Senate, to try to get it all done before the August 2nd deadline. I don't know if there will be a resolution or not. I can't promise that will occur.
Humble Congressman Ted Poe joining us here this morning. It is always a pleasure to have you on Houston's Morning News, and we will be in touch, Congressman, I promise you. Thank you so much for joining us.